Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world today. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Let me just fix the poor exposure here. As usual, it wouldn't be a My Mortgage Hound live without major computer issues, so please let me know how I sound in the chat. Is the audio okay? Can you guys hear the music? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Name that band. All right, let's see. Cameras are way off, but it's okay. We're gonna have fun anyways. All right, a little better. A little better. Good morning, Mrs. Steinman. How does the audio sound? All right. You guys ready for a Valentine's Day special? I've got some fantastic listings to look at today, but the big news of today is interest rates. I'm going to go to it. Nobody's here yet, so I'll review this several times. I really want to start off with interest rates. Is this going to be the week we see 30-year fixed conventional Fannie Freddie interest rates, national average, dip below 6%? According to Mortgage News Daily, my go-to resource for all things interest rate related, the national average yesterday on a 30-year fixed mortgage, 6.04%. That's a multi-year low. And I think we have a very good shot at dipping below 6% for the first time since COVID ended this week. Our FHA loans, we might hit 5.5, 5.62 on our FHA mortgages. And jumbo 6.27. We're going to look at all three of those today. All right, how come we can't see our chat here? There we go, there's our chat. So a lot going on in interest rates. These are all very, very good numbers. What is it doing to our market statistics? Let's take a look. Every week, Gavin Huckins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends over our market statistics. And the numbers are okay. We're down 1% on our new listings. We're down 11% on our pending sales. I didn't really feel that a whole lot this week. We've had the busiest first quarter that we've had since COVID. So I feel like I've been saying all year that the buying season is starting early. And those people that want to get in a new home before the next school season, now's the time. Market's still fairly soft. You can negotiate. But when conventional mortgages, the national average, breaks that 6% barrier and we get into springtime, it could get very busy. And what we want to watch on these numbers here is we want our new listings to continue to exceed our pending sales so that there's inventory there for us when the time comes for us to write an offer. If we see that inverted and we run into inventory issues, even though interest rates come down, what does that do to our home affordability? So I hate this cliche, but you marry the house and you date the interest rate. Meaning, you can only buy your house one time, but you can refinance your mortgage as needed, as opportunities present itself. And we're going to look at some strategies like the 2-1 buy down today to kind of take advantage of that. But all in all, good statistics. Lockbox activities down slightly. Every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. In Oregon, down 4.8% week over week. In Washington, down 7.3% week over week. I mean, I didn't really feel it at my desk. So I don't know, could be seasonality. But I think when these rates become more prevalent in the media, we're going to see this number increase, especially as we get closer to spring break. Okay. I have an excellent connection. The computer's staying on. Just as a warning, if my laptop shuts off, which it has about a dozen times this morning, we're just going to end the stream. So everyone wait with bated breath on the edge of their seat to see if we make it. I'm going to be reinstalling Windows today, hoping that helps. We upgraded the memory. We are now running on 64 megs of memory. Okay, you guys ready to get into it? Our first listing. Last couple weeks we've been looking at some high-end luxury homes. I'm sorry about the brightness of the screen here, but it is gorgeous outside. We're down at the coast in Long Beach, Washington, and I have a window without blinds on it, and the sun is very bright this morning. All right, so we've been looking at luxury homes. I kind of wanted to look at an entry-level home just to show you guys what is out there and what these first-time home buyers or maybe move-up buyers are looking at. And to really show off what interest rates are doing. So let's get to it. For our first listing of this Valentine's Day, we are going to 15117 Northeast 26th Street in Vancouver, 98684, 4 beds, 2 baths, 1,633 square feet. So perfect little family starter move-up home. It's on a 10,000 square lot, built in 1992. These little early 90s ranches are great investments. They really hold their value. They're always in high demand. This one is listed by Allison over at Skyline Real Estate. Let's see what Allison has to say. Very long description. Welcome to this one-of-a-kind, beautifully updated single-level home with 4 bedrooms and an office. 4 bedrooms and an office at 1,600 square feet. 2 bathrooms in the desirable Vancouver, Washington. Huge lot, 10,000 square feet. I'm just going to scan here for some good bullet points. Thoughtfully updated kitchen, granite countertops. A spacious peninsula, perfect for entertaining or everyday living. Peninsula. I think we're going to go straight to the pictures. Custom fire pit patio, complete with built-in seating. So we'll see what that looks like. Storage shed. Okay, so we're in East Vancouver. A quiet residential setting close to the 164th Mill Plain, offering easy access to park, school, shopping, Portland Airport. Okay. So, I do agree with Allison. It's got nice curb appeal. We have a wide gate here. I don't know if maybe there's some storage, enough room for storage of maybe a boat or trailer or something on the side of the house here. Nice long driveway, 2-car garage. The paint looks fresh. Roof looks like it's in decent shape. We do have a skylight here. Details, home inspections. Are you in the chat this morning? This is something I'd want to note on a home inspection. We're going to want to make sure that that sunroof isn't leaking. Nice large front yard. We have a storm door on the front. Very nice. Okay. Some custom shiplap on the entry. Very nice entryway, right? You look at a house 1992, And you don't expect to walk in and see an update like this, but it looks very fresh. I like looks like engineered hardwood floors. Could be wood laminate. That would be really nice to be in the description. And then right off of the entry, it looks like we have a bedroom. Vaulted ceilings. Very nice. Gas fireplace. Kitchen looks great, updated kitchen. Bay windows. This is a very nice remodel. Beadboard around the island. Cabinets to this niche in the ceiling, and then we got tile backsplash, penny tile backsplash to the cabinets. Tile floor. Updated light fixtures. Very nice great room. Okay, this looks like the primary. Vaulted ceilings as well. A little on the smaller side, but that's okay because we're dealing with 1,600 square feet, and according to the description, it's 4 bedrooms plus an office. I have a feeling that it's 3 bedrooms plus an office, but we'll count them. So here's bedroom number 1. Really neat what they did here with the primary bath and having it open to the bedroom. Kind of unique. Soaker tub. Very red cabinets. Separate dual vanities. Walk-in shower. Good morning, Tina. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Just because Tina just got here, I was very proud of my intro this morning. It's a lonely field spaniel, the lonely mortgage hound, waiting for his date on Valentine's Day in a restaurant. Tina, I thought you'd like that. Is he going to get stood up? Is a beautiful field spaniel going to walk in a red dress? What's going to happen? The suspension, right? Walk-in closet. Tina, what do you think of this bathroom? It's very unique. This is a one-level ranch off of 164th for $529. Okay, here's bedroom number 2. This looks like the primary, maybe a second primary. Very Beetlejuice themed, black. Looks like an electric fireplace in here. Could be gas, hard to say. Okay, so here's the office. There's a closet, so we're going to call this a bedroom. So this would be bedroom number 3. They're using it as an office. I love how the hardwoods come in here. This house feels a lot bigger than 1,600 square feet, and this would be bedroom number 4. Good sized bedrooms. This is the one off the entry. Guest bath. Bedroom number 5. Did I count 5 bedrooms? So it is 4 bedrooms plus an office. Utility room. Covered back patio. So there is room for storage. They have their trailer back here, that double gate. Nice large backyard with a shed. Guys, for the price, nice one level. Look at that fire pit. This is a cool house. There's our drone shot. Okay. $529. Can I show the screen? Oh, shoot. How long has it been like that? Let's go back and look at some of these pictures. Sorry, guys. All right, we'll start here. The Beetlejuice room. Very nice office here. And this does have a closet, so this would be considered a bedroom. Built-in shelving. Go through these kind of quick, but here's the bedroom off the entry. Guest bath. Another bedroom. Utility room out to the garage, I'm guessing. Look at this covered patio. There's that trailer I was talking about. So there's room for a trailer, the shed. Very nice backyard. Covered patio with a ceiling fan and lighting. That looks like stamped concrete, maybe. Could be tile. Nice large backyard. But look at that fire pit. I think this is a very, very nice home for $529. A shot of the neighborhood. Okay, in East Vancouver, there are currently 182 homes for sale. The median list price, $535, so we're right in there. For pending properties, $549. And for homes that have sold, $514. Guys, I think we're right in there on this pricing. Okay, there are many ways to finance a home like this. A 2-1 temporary buy down all day long. I'm not going to show that here. We'll show it on the next house, but we can apply it here. In fact, if you're watching this and you're like, man, I really want one of those custom analyses for me, and I want a 2-1 buy down on a VA mortgage, all you need to do, my info's in the description, or you can scan this QR code and you can schedule a 15-minute phone call with me. I'll leave that back up here for a second. I think anybody could benefit from a call with me that is interested in real estate, owns real estate, just want to have a conversation about what's going on. I think now's a good time. 2026 is going to be a big year in real estate. Got another Canadian in the chat this morning. What are interest rates doing in Canada? Okay, so we're going to look at 3 different ways to finance a home like this. The first is FHA. FHA is not designed for, it's not just a first-time home buyer specific mortgage. It's really designed to promote home ownership for people getting started. So you don't have to be a first-time home buyer for a FHA loan. In this example, our purchase price is $529,900. Our loan amount with 3.5% down is $520,302. Interest rates. I'm really interested to see how this compares to Canada. If you're just joining us, FHA 5.62. We're at multiple year lows, and our conventional financing, conventional mortgages, Fannie Freddie 6.04. Guys, we have a really good shot at breaking that 6% barrier this week. We're going to keep a very close eye on it. So 5.62 on FHA. If we look at a payment breakdown, principal and interest, $29.93. Property taxes on this home are $380 a month. Homeowners insurance, Tina, somewhere around $100. Tina with American Family Insurance is the preferred insurance agent of the My Mortgage Hound YouTube channel. Mortgage insurance. So FHA has 2 forms of mortgage insurance. This is the first, $233 a month. Mortgage insurance does nothing for you other than allows you to put less than 20% down. If somebody has a home with mortgage insurance and they default, go into foreclosure, the mortgage insurance company reimburses the lender a percentage of the balance, and that offsets the risk of a lender to lend, offsets the risk to a lender when they lend to somebody with less than 20% collateral. So if we add the mortgage insurance, the homeowner's insurance, the property taxes, and the principal and interest, we're at a total payment of $37.06. Now we're going to look at a 2-1 temporary buy down on the next home, but on this one it would be really easy to apply that temporary 2-1 buy down to an FHA loan, saving you somewhere around $600 a month for the first year and probably $300 a month for the second year. Interest rate's a bit lower than the USA. I believe that. It'll be interesting to see what happens compared to other countries. When last time I looked, we were ranked like 23rd for interest rates, and we have a president who wants to have the lowest interest rates in the world. So we'll see what's going to happen. Long-term fixed rate mortgages are not available here typically. So more of an adjustable rate in Canada. You're looking at like 4% 5-year fixed rate. Interesting. Are we going to get to 4% in the States? It's a big ask. Okay, if we were to do 10% down with conventional financing, our interest rate would be 6.04%. Principal and interest, $28.71. Property taxes and homeowners insurance would remain the same, but look what happens to our mortgage insurance. Drops down to $69 a month for a total payment of $34.21. If we were to do VA 0% down, interest rate 5.64, and our total payment $38.33. So there's 3 ways to finance this house, 3 of many. There's no reason why you couldn't come in here and ask for sellers to pay for your closing costs. I could see this house is so nice, there being multiple offers on it, so we might need to get creative. And if you want more information on how to get creative, scan that QR code. We can talk about negotiating. I can introduce you to one of the few preferred real estate agents of the My Mortgage Hound YouTube stream. But there are many ways to do this. You could structure this where you're bringing in just your down payment by having the sellers pay all of your closing costs in one form or another. So we can get that cash to close down to $18,000, or 10% down, you're looking at $52,000. Obviously 0 down with the VA. Canadians are priced out and moving to the US in many cases. Even at 4%, huh? How feasible is it for a non-American to buy? That's a great question. It's not that difficult for a Canadian citizen to purchase a home in the States. If it's going to be an owner-occupied home in the States, it just needs to make sense. You need to live close to where you make your money unless you work from home, right? So you got to be within a distance of your employer. But in many cases, people work from home now. And we've done a lot of loans for people that are employed internationally but live here and work via Zoom. So not as difficult as you would think. In fact, over the summer we did the reverse of that. We looked at American citizens buying vacation properties in Europe, and that was kind of fun. Okay, you guys ready for house number 2? There were a lot of homes in that 1.1, 1.2 million range that were beautiful, built in the last couple years, but I was looking for something a little more unique. We are going to 3518 Northeast 102nd Street in Vancouver, Washington. 98686. 2 beds, 2 baths. Kind of interesting. 2,154 square feet, built in 1977. This is in kind of East Salmon Creek, sitting on a little over half an acre. A beautiful mountain lodge interior home with spectacular soaring open beam ceiling, hardwood floors and stunning floor to ceiling. Hardwood floors and stunning floor to ceiling. Stone wall with cozy pellet stove. I don't know if I'm just having a hard time reading some of these descriptions or if they're using AI and not proofreading them, but it just kind of, that sentence doesn't really make sense. Living area boasting full wall of windows and 2 sliding doors. Scanning, brand new sculpted carpet. Brick path to a large ADU apartment. New HVAC on July 2022. New exterior paint on 2022. New main house roof in 2023. ADU garage carport roof in 2021. I love that they listed all that. Okay. So we're in East Vancouver. Let's look at some pictures. Who's listing this house? Lori. Good morning, Ben Young. Hello from Tucson, Arizona. No need to apologize for being late. We're just happy you're here. Slowly making your way cross country back to the state of Washington. Ben, on your way back, keep an eye open for a semi-truck hauling a very nice, very large horse trailer with a 8-year-old thoroughbred gelding on it. Might be coming from Ohio to the state of Washington, Richfield specifically. Okay. Really cool park-like setting. But look at this interior. If the D.R. Horton style tract housing just isn't for you, I got a house for you. Look at this thing. Let's get a bigger picture here. How cool. Nice engineered hardwood floors, very up to date, even though it does have that rustic cabin look. Love the double sliders out to the back patio. Cool light fixture. Love the windows. It looks like some steel structure for the awning out here. Very unique, very cool. There's your pellet stove. Some built-ins, cool loft. Man, this wood on the walls is crazy cool. Like a diamond pattern to this window. Okay, kitchen. Your normal average kitchen. I was kind of expecting it to be a little different. Looks like Formica countertops, I think. Cabinets look nice. Tile backsplash. Tile floor. Very nice cabinets. I could be wrong on those countertops. Dining area. All right, so 2 bedrooms. I expect these bedrooms to be huge. Look at that skylight. That skylight is bigger than the bed. It's the same bedroom? Yep, same bedroom. Look at all those exposed beams. I would probably put a pool table in my primary suite. Primary bath. Looks like a balcony, I'm assuming from the primary out back. Bedroom number 2. use some updating, but not bad. Same here. Guest bath. Wouldn't take a whole lot to update this bathroom. Utility room. Another deck. Stamped concrete patio out the great room. Cool built-in bench. Landscaping's awesome. Okay, this must be the ADU. Very nice ADU. Kind of a studio setup. You know, this house would be great for a couple that have a student or two at WSU Vancouver. You're very close to WSU Vancouver. Your kids could live in the ADU while they're going to college. ADU matches the house very nicely. Huge yard. So a 2-car garage with a huge carport. Okay, what do you guys think? There are currently 145 homes for sale in Salmon Creek. The median list price $695. The median pending price $639. And the median sold price $574. So we're right in that range for a very unique property. Okay, let me get the correct market statistics here. Oh, sneak peek. Anybody doing something very special for their loved one that they want to brag about on this Valentine's Day? Okay. So, we're going to be looking at a temporary 2-1 buy down. You guys know I'm obsessed with this loan feature. It can be added to any loan program, including the FHA, the VA, and the 10% down we looked at on the last house. So in this example, $798 is our purchase price. With 20% down, we're looking at a loan amount of $638,400. Interest rate 6.04. So close to breaking that 6% barrier into the 5s. If we look at a payment breakdown here, principal and interest $38.43, property taxes $540. Homeowners insurance somewhere around $100 a month for a total payment of $44.83. How do you guys feel about that? $44.83. To give you an idea, without asking the sellers to pay for anything other than the 2-1 temporary buy down, we're bringing in about $172,000 out of pocket. So selling your house, buying something unique, getting out of a cookie cutter home, for example, you should be able to walk away with that much equity and a $44.83 payment. I'm kind of stalling here because I was expecting that to be more. It's still a huge payment, but having interest rates go from 6.99 to 6 over the last year, 18 months, really is making a difference on affordability. So if we were to add that 2-1 temporary buy down, in year 1, our interest rate would go from 6.04 to 4.04 for the first 12 payments. So for your first year, your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance payment, total payment, $37.02, saving you $781 a month for the first 12 months. Now, year 2, your interest rate goes to 5.04 2-1 temporary buy down, 2% reduction the first year, 1% reduction the second year, bringing your payment to $4,082, saving you $401 a month for year 2. And then years 3 through 30, this is a 30-year fixed mortgage, so years 3 through 30, you're at the full 6.04. Now, like our friend from Canada in the chat saying, their interest rates, 4% on a 5-year ARM. We have a new Fed chair being appointed this summer. We have a president that says he wants to have the lowest interest rates in the world. So if we think that interest rates are going to continue to improve, we're going to be looking for an opportunity to refinance somewhere in the low 5s. We may never see this payment if we can refinance within those first 2 years. But refinancing is never guaranteed. Okay? So you got to be comfortable with this payment for the life of the loan. But there's a very good opportunity, very good chance there'll be an opportunity to refinance. All right, what do you guys think of that house? So for our champagne enthusiasts out there, Mrs. Steinman received a box of C's chocolates and 2 bottles of champagne, which we're going to enjoy tonight. Veuve, of course, is our go-to favorite champagne, but Costco recently added Bollinger. So we're going to try Bollinger. Never had it. Maybe we have had it, but maybe in France. So we're going to try Costco's Bollinger. I'll give you a report next week. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison. That's what I'm doing for Mrs. Steinman on Valentine's Day, probably watching some YouTube, maybe a movie. All right, I got one more house, and then we're going to wrap this up. I guess we did have it in France. Not to brag, but we have had Bollinger in France. Yes, I did hint to Ben Young that there might be a new horse coming to Ridgefield, Washington. So might as well throw in a horse property in Camas, okay? 5 acres in Camas. We're going to 1010 Northeast 265th Street. 4 beds, 5 baths, 3,556 square feet. Huge house on 5 acres. This home is listed by Christy. Hobby Farm Perfection, just minutes from downtown Camas in Camas School District. This gated partially fenced 5-acre flat parcel offers privacy, productivity, and versatility. With a seasonal pond, mature evergreen grove, and established irrigation throughout, this land is truly turnkey for hobby farming with irrigated raised garden beds, nearly 100 mature English lavender plants, and thriving grapes, raspberries, blueberries, and apple trees. Too bad we can't sit out in our hobby farm and our blueberry trees and drink our champagne out there, Mrs. Steinman. That'd be a good way to spend Valentine's Day. 2006 custom home built with thoughtful design and timeless finishes. Main level features a spacious primary suite, hardwood oak floors, gas fireplace, and a den office with custom cherrywood cabinetry. Love that sense. Tells us everything we need to know. I don't have to guess on the hardwood floors. I don't have to guess if the fireplace is electric or gas. Flexible living continues with a bonus room with closet, 3-bedroom, 3 full bathrooms, laundry room, and pantry. Recent updates include a new roof in 2025. Adding exceptional value is the 2017 built barn/guest house/ADU, a 2,400 square foot insulated structure designed for work, recreation. Sounds awesome. It's got full bathroom, wood stove, washer, dryer hookups, built-in shelving, carport. All right, let's look at some pictures. I normally try not to read the whole description when they're that long, but that was a very well-written description. Lots of information in there. Okay. Cool. I mean, the house looks nice. The flat 5 acres looks nice, but that barn with the ADU is very cool. Here's our drone shot of our little hobby farm. Okay, here's our entry. Very nice, very light and airy. Love the oak hardwood floors. Ceiling fan. Gas fireplace, nice fireplace. You don't see this a lot anymore on homes built in the last 20 years, but a nice hearth you can go sit on that fireplace. Okay, very nice kitchen. Looks like quartz countertops, tile backsplash. Going through these fairly quickly. Bedroom number 1. Bonus room, skylights. Guest bath. Nice utility room. Another bedroom. What a cool piece of property. Covered back patio with skylights, very cool. What's in the barn? I want to see inside the barn. There's your seasonal pond. Raised garden beds with irrigation. Here we go. Very nice shop. How cool. There's our bath, ADU bathroom, wood stove, hardwood floors going up to the ADU. Look at those wide plank hardwood floors. Those look like they may be reclaimed. Exposed beams. Cool kitchen. Look at that kitchen. I think I'd live in the ADU. Okay. Camas, Washington, currently 151 homes for sale. Median list price $899. For homes that have gone pending, $865. But I guarantee these aren't on 5 acre lots. Homes that have sold, $809. Okay. Keeping this one simple to wrap it up on this Valentine's Day. $1.25 million, 25% down brings us to a loan amount of $937,500, which puts us into a jumbo loan. Nothing to be afraid of. Interest rates on jumbo loans, guys, really not bad. 0.25% higher than our conventional at 6.27. Let's break down that payment. $57.84 on principal and interest. Property taxes. $921 a month, not cheap. Homeowners insurance somewhere around $150. Total payment $68.55 with $327,000 out of pocket. Appreciate you all being here. Like, subscribe, share, help grow this community. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode this morning. Have a nice Valentine's Day, and we will see you back here next Saturday. Bye, everybody.